See that? Probably something useful in there.
Not to belabor the obvious, but we'll need to be careful here. We should make haste to the heart of the Underweave and find Martina's sanctum. Onward and upward! The Fate Weaver key is palpitating, pulling me. Off to the east? Fascinating. Something in Martina's sanctum must be synergizing with the relic. Let's find that laboratory. To the heart of the Underweave!
Got your back. Better luck next time. Oh, wait. That's it. Always room for improvement.
My work to...
What do you need? Hey. Huh. Easy.
This must be it. Knock, knock, Martina. Afraid. Damn it. Martina. Dead. I had hoped. Why must the most brilliant among us fall to curiosity's blade? Take a look around, if you don't mind. I need a moment. No idea what that concoction is. Curious. Zealous note-taker. That may be helpful to our inquiry. Perhaps you, might find something. Come. Let's talk. I wish I could say this was the first time I found an old friend dead, but I cannot. From the spell lattice surrounding them, I believe Martina's research may have followed a similar path to my own. Let's take a look at that journal. Martina says here she could somehow scry for the fates frayed from her timeline. Fascinating. She experimented with several different methods, including using her own blood. It's messy, dangerous, but perhaps effective. Yes, I believe so. I have some thoughts that need to germinate, and I'd like to dispel this ward. Take care of Martina. Let's retire to my rooms at Cypher's Midden, near the Way Shrine. I'll see you there, my canny colleague. I'll see you back at Cypher's Midden, my perspicacious collaborator. Just need to see to Martina, here. Research, of course. Always research. Just like in the old days. Martina and I were excellent collab. I hope I can agree somehow. I'll see you back at Cypher's Midden.
Been on the lookout for that. Building up a stash. Good thing.
Welcome. Martina's research lives on. I believe with further development I can adapt her methods and modify the Fate Weaver key itself. But let's crawl before we walk. First, we confirm if scrying for frayed fates is even possible. It's time to put my failure behind me. So far, the fates have come to me. With Martina's research, we can scry for one, find it, and shut it down. What do you think of that? This is why you make a good collaborator. Your focus. I place in your hands the Fate Weaver key. Still flawed, unfortunately, but newly modified thanks to Martina's notes. Follow along with me, and we'll seek out a frayed fate. Observe this thaumaturgical quadrant. Gripping the key, activate each of the beacons. Fathom's Drift. Superlative! The drift is in the far north of the region. I'll meet you there. That was rough, unrefined. That was rough, unrefined. I can do better. But we've got our first success, and a location. Fathom's Drift. We shall stitch together the unraveled threads of my fate. Mistakes made in forging the Fate Weaver key will recede into the past. Together we will reap the rewards of knowledge, insight, and scholarship, just as Martina would have wanted. It's a sinkhole in reality. A graveyard for ships from across the realms. Hermaeus Mora is the Tide King after all. In his role as Master of the Seas and one whose tentacles rise from the deep, he claims sunken vessels to add to his trove. Truly? I have no Orbiso idea why a path unwalked would lead me there. But Martina was shrewd, clever, and other complimentary words. We can trust their work.
Be careful with fire spells. These stacks are flammable.
Better overstocked than under.
Away, you pestering phantom. You're here. It's so pleasant to work. Blast these frayed fates. Let's get in there and turn theory into practice, eh? Smooth these things back into the universe. First, we enter the drift and find the darn thing. The Fate Weaver key in your able hands will lead us where we need to go. Now, properly attuned, it should allow you to tug on the threads that bind my fate to me. We use the Fate Weaver key itself to bind this frayed fate back into the fabric of the universe. I'm not... well, to be totally honest, I'm not exactly sure what that will look like. But we're armed with the dead friend's knowledge. We'll see it done. Into the drift! Huzzah!
This looks nice and inviting. You ready?
The Fate Weaver key will be our guide. It should make a visit to the bridge and find
Get him! And down they go.
that thread was woven past that door. Up the ramp! I think I see something!
What?
Look there! This distortion is a frayed fate. Let's pull this situation into focus.
Swap the deck, Azander. Stop lollygagging, Azander. I'm tired of all this.
What? A sailor? How odd. I haven't wanted to be a sailor since I was a child.
Bilge rats and stale bread. I'll never make it to first mate. Such potential. Stronger now.
Twitching tentacles.
What is that? I grow stronger.
Quickly, use the key. These rune forms should banish that thing.
We will not be undone.
It worked. I wasn't sure it would. What we just witnessed. Of course, yeah, just processing. Allow me to take back the Fate Weaver key. I'll need to consider this new information. The introduction of this adversary into the experiment was unforeseen. Let's reconvene in my room at Cypher's Midden.
Loot there. Don't pass it up. Always nice to get stocked up.
You! Traveler, over here!
There you are! Come, let's talk. I'm ecstatic.
Incredible. Somehow, my experiment seems to have created a new, previously unseen mystic phenomenon. One frayed fate consumed the other by means and for reasons unknown. I'd be even happier if it didn't want me dead. Ha! Yes. I mean, would I prefer this adversary enjoy a strenuous argument over a pot of tea? Without a doubt. But you have to understand, I believe the Fate Weaver experiment was an abject failure. Indubitably. And mark me well, this discovery would not have been possible without your insights and abettance. We make a superlative research duo, you and I. I haven't had a competent cohort in some time. I must. My fate is still frayed after all. It must be restored and this dark being dealt with. But now, a question for you. Would you be willing, if you have the time and inclination, to continue our collaboration? Together, my new cohort, we began the work of understanding the nature of fate. We put an old friend to rest. And someday soon, we'll repair the key. But for now, accept my promised coin with enthusiastic thanks. Onward and upward! Together, cohort, we will accomplish stupendous things, remarkable things, for research! And now, adventure!
With a knife to our backs, we stopped at the border.
Collaborator? Confrere? Compact?
delve on when betrayal and deceit are the way. The next step up, and now we have become a mouth representing a master or a magister. Above that rank is spell right and wizard, climbing higher and higher as our towers grow. Leading from above, perhaps magister, influence growing. Then dare we hope, dare we plan, dare we dream. Arch-Magister, ruling all that can be seen.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here. I should make a note of that.
Where's that lay about Randus? Absent again. Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea. Plague. That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have? Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city. Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus or more substantial proof, I can't help you. No, I wouldn't want that. All right. If you're careful and don't touch anything, you can go aboard and take a look around. But if you find anything to verify your claim, I want you to bring it to me immediately.
What's going on with the storm wing? Nobody wants to go near that ship. Gone near it since the temple treason.
Is that a key? While locked doors don't bother me, you're still pretty solid. I suggest you grab it.
Mora's twitching tentacles!
There's an Iliad ruin under the Lorkrata Hills? I never suspected such a thing.
Maybe I should.
This god won't leave. Please, help me.
You're back. I was worried maybe you abandoned me. If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the necropolis? An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. Oh, I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Periite want in the necropolis? All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Periite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the necropolis. But how? The main door is locked. I don't. Wait! When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there. The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Periite's cult rummage through the catacombs. I'll meet you in the underways.
and goings of people in this dry stone.
I will report you to the guard if I have to.
I'm no expert in trinket valuation, but I know magic.
Over here, friend. A rarely used trapdoor. Over here, friend. A rarely used trapdoor. You go first.
Be mindful of ancestors. I don't care much for grave robbing.
It's a bit dim.
Over here, friend. A rarely used trapdoor. You go first. No one around. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs.
A back door? A young keeper's gateway to all kinds of mischief. There may be more to this curate than I thought.
We should head for the chapel. We should head for the chapel. Fred, the door to the chapel is at the end of the hall.
I'm feeling hostility.
That was intellectually stimulating. Speak. I'm listening.
We have an accord. You are interrupting scholarship. Sounds, a new lead. Let's get after it, cohort.
The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest. Those sensors, whatever they're emitting, reeks. Destroy the sensors.
Dane, Abbot Ilvel is in danger. Prelate Farum put one of those foul sensors in his chamber.
There's something foul inside. There's something.
I don't know anything about a fulcrum. Please.
And tranquility.
They ask so many questions. Please. Look the others.
I know nothing of Prior
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel. Light Crown is with the Abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here. The Abbot! Destroy that foul censer, friend!
Brother, stop. Fulcrum Obscura.
How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis? Why go to all the trouble? Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too? Endangers Nirn. I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry. Prior Durdran founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivek. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend. Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay with Abbot Ilvel. Do what I can until he recovers. Just be careful. We know Blightcrown didn't arrive at the necropolis by himself. The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdran's tomb is deep inside.